Thanks for joining us today to learn more about the spinal cord stimulation pain management system from Boston Scientific. We are very excited about this remarkable innovation in pain management and hope that hearing firsthand stories will be helpful to you. Richard, thanks so much for coming in to talk to us today. What was the inception of your pain problem? What happened?
Well, and part of my work, we do some remodeling on buildings. So in the course of one day, I fell through a floor. So in falling through a floor, I ended up with some serious back injury.
And you mentioned you were doing this work in the course of your work. You work as a pastor, right?
Correct, yeah. So part of our work is also planting other churches. So that involves remodeling buildings. So
how did the accident impact your activity level?
It zeroed out a lot of things. I couldn't do any, I could if I wanted to take the penalty for that, but it would, instead of a 10-hour day, I could put in a 2-hour day and then be out for the rest of the day.
We did your implant, about a year ago?
Yes.
So you were pretty debilitated for about 7 years.
Correct.
So we ended up doing a temporary implant on you. Can you
Yes.
talk a little bit about the temporary implant?
Other than the annoyance of you putting it in at the beginning, which was, it was immediate relief. Mm-hmm.
So we ended up doing the permanent, and that pretty much took your pain away immediately?
Yes.
Okay. And so you've had 100% pain relief from that?
Correct.
Yes. Really for well over a year now.
Right.
All right. Can you talk a little bit about functionally what you've been able to do since the implant compared to your relatively disabled functional ability before the implant?
There was nothing that I restrict myself from doing at this point where before I'm going, I'm not even going to try to lift that. I'm not going to try to go there because I know what will happen.
Have you been back restoring houses now?
Yes, actually.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep.
How many hours a day would you say you use it?
It really depends on what I'm doing. If I'm doing a lot of physical work, it's going to be at a low level all the time I'm working, and maybe turn it up intense-wise when I get home, just when I'm kind of debriefing from the day, that kind of thing. Right. And I may leave it on when I sleep.
You know, we have a choice of a number of different manufacturers of these systems, and one of the reasons I use Boston is I think they've got great technology. I think they've got the best technology, but they've also got the best representatives in terms of being available for answering questions prior to the procedures, doing the programming, being available afterwards. Can you talk a little bit about that?
I did have some question the first day or the second day, I don't remember what it was, but just text in right away. The response was there. Hang on, let me call you. And obviously they were on the road or whatever, pulled over, we had a conversation, straightened it out. It was just I was missing a step or two as far as being able to adjust where it was at. And that was great. When we got into the permanent implant, it was exactly the same. I had one or two conversations just about making sure that I was doing what I was doing correctly. I mean, it felt good, so I figured I was okay. But they're very responsive. I don't recall going to a voicemail.
You had mentioned prior to the stimulation that your time was probably going to be limited. So,
right.
So this has actually bought you quite a few more years of the ability to do what you do, the important work that you do.
Yeah, it's just taken this issue off the table, so it's not a consideration as far as when I would quit.
Right. Oh, that's great.
Thanks for watching and taking the time to learn about the spinal cord stimulation pain management system from Boston Scientific. If you have any questions or would like to talk to our doctors to see how spinal cord stimulation could be right for you, please visit our website and contact us. We schedule both in-person and video conference consults to answer questions.